y'all seeing this shit?
The 15-day countdown didn't reach its end. Israel has launched a massive aerial offensive against Iran to remove existential threats, and for the first time, the New York Times confirms that US strikes are currently underway alongside them. Diplomacy is dead. The Great War of the Middle East has begun. Explosions are currently rocking Tehran. Defense Minister Israel Katz confirmed the operation was decided weeks ago, intended to dismantle the remains of Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile programs once and for all. As the first bombs fell, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was reportedly rushed from the capital to a secure, hardened location. This is no longer a shadow war. It is a direct attempt to decapitate the regime's military capabilities.
Boy, the United States of America has struck Iran. Well, we're assisting in Israel's strike of Iran. But if you've been paying attention over the last couple of weeks, you've seen the build up to this. You've seen the United States strategically position assets like striker groups and aircraft carriers and bombers and destroyers in that area under the guise of, well, we're just positioning my ass. Now, on the surface, it can look like, oh, well, we're just helping Israel. Israel is doing the attack, and we're just trying to help them and assist them to make sure that they're good in their operation. That's what they'll say on the surface, because you motherfuckers in America have gotten so stupid that you believe that type of stuff. Where we can, you can be told just about anything and you'll go for it. If you've been paying attention to the buildup, you've also paid attention to our U.S. military leaders telling Trump and Pete Hegseth, hey, this is a bad idea. Number one, we don't have the ammunition to do this. We've given so much ammunition and bombs and artillery to Israel and Ukraine and just about anybody else that has asked that we've not been able to solidify our own stockpile to the point where our U.S. military commanders are confident enough that we can go to war. Think about that for a minute. Your generals are telling you you don't have enough guns and bombs to go to war, but you're going to assist Israel in their strike of Iran. And Israel's the reason we ain't got enough bombs and guns to go around right goddamn now. Not only that, the U.S. military leaders are saying, hey, if we do this, we're doing this by ourselves. We don't have allies like we did under the Bush administration or the Obama administration or the Biden administration or even the first Trump administration. Those allies are looking at us crazy because of all these tariff negotiations and all that other jazz that Trump has done. So the international community has basically said, hey, you do this, you're doing this on your own. And how are we going to fight a war a million miles away from the United States of America, and we can't fly over certain people's airspace? We can't stage in certain people's countries because they're not friends with us anymore. Think about that. How do we fight a war and all the neighbors surrounding the place that we want to fight say we can't hang out there? Think about that. What the fuck? The U.S. military leaders are worried about the duration of time this conflict could possibly go on. They're telling Trump, hey, this is not going to be like those Venezuela boat strikes. This could be a long-ass war. These individuals have the capabilities to take us into a long-ass war. And if you want to do that, understand, our troop morale is not as good as it was in previous times. They don't want to talk about it, but U.S. military troops are feeling conflicted right now. Some are all gung-ho with this, hey, make America great again shit. And some are like, I didn't sign up for this. I just was trying to go to college. Troop morale is a real thing. You got to send a motherfucker across the world to fight a war that they don't even know that they're fighting for. Speaking of which, the whole point of this Iran conflict is to supposedly obliterate Iran's nuclear capabilities. Isn't that what Trump supposedly did a while back with that big ass bomb? Or hear me out. He said, or force them into an agreement similar to the Iran deal that he pulled them out of that stopped them from enriching uranium and doing everything else. So let me be perfectly clear. Trump's options are to obliterate the nuclear program that was supposedly already obliterated, or force them to sign a deal to stop their nuclear program Just like the deal that Obama put in place that Trump pulled out of. Make it make sense. Make it make motherfucking sense. The other reason why the U.S. military leaders are concerned is because Iran has the real deal capability of striking the U.S. mainland. They can blow up shit in America from way over there. They've already shown that they have supersonic missile capabilities when they struck Israel. They've already shown they got supersonic missile capabilities that can avoid our tracking, that can avoid our deterrence. And this is what our U.S. military leaders are telling Trump and Pete Hegseth, and they're still gung-ho about this because they think it's going to be sweet. And they're telling them, people that have been to war, have been in this thick of this shit, is telling them, hey, this is a horrible fucking idea. These people can kill Americans in America. Not only with big missiles, but they can infiltrate us. That's the other thing they're telling them. There are Iranian assets currently in America. Understand what I'm telling you. There are Iranian military assets already in America that our U.S. military knows about. And they're telling Trump, these individuals are ready to set it off and you are fucking with them. Stop fucking with them. But he won't listen. He won't fucking listen. So America, understand. That whole no new wars shit, throw that shit out the window. Because Trump just brought us, just brung us into some shit. The first bombs that were dropped in America were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The next bombs that will be dropped on America will most likely be Iran. The other thing that our U.S. military commanders and leaders are telling this guy is that, hey, we don't have the intelligence assets as we once had. You know, all those layoffs and all those, hey, we want systems of merit and all that shit, it's hurt us in our intelligence gathering process. We don't have the technology. We don't have the personnel. Why? Mediocre white men. And I spoke about the troops' morale, but the other part of this is that U.S. military assets would be stretched super thin. And at a time where we're seeing less people enroll in the military, if they don't have enough people to fight this war, we really could see Trump try to start a draft up. So all you MAGA motherfuckers that was hollering all this shit, I want to see y'all first sign up first when it's come time for draft time.